It will cost you a commodity that you can never get back: time and energy. What is up? It's your boy John, the Street IFBB Pro, Mr. Tell Like It Is. We have another update with the Wes Watson debacle. He has recently been booked and charged with felony, battery, and assault. So from a legal standpoint, that basically means like if in Canada, or sorry, in the States basically, if it's assault, basically you didn't touch the person, but you've assaulted them in some way. Battery means you've actually done something to cause physical harm to the person. And a lot of guys are like, there's a majority of people who are like, oh no, it's self-defense. What's this guy doing? He's an idiot for going up to him and fighting in the first place. Yet it just kind of like pushing the goalpost for Wes Watson. And that's not the point of this. The point is that he got booked, period. We saw in the police report that the guy pressed charges. The guy literally who was actually pressing the charges basically said, I would not have pressed charges if I knew that this was going to be a fair fight. And he went into it thinking it would be a fair fight. Dumb on his part, obviously. But again, right? If you think about these things, and I say it all the time, there's a point of accountability that we all have to take for everything. And when you look at it, Wes Watson could have 100% avoided this entire thing. Like, the sad thing is, since I've, dove into this thing, I went back to like look at his early stuff. And the saddest thing about this entire situation is that Wes had an amazing success story, like a comeback story of a lifetime. And regardless if he might have stretched the truth here and there, when he got out of prison and the route he was on and the message that he was...
Let's talk about lows. Let's talk about the lowest of lows and why we as humans always have to consistently learn the lesson before we truly learn the lesson. You would think getting sentenced to 10 years in the CDC system would have been enough. You would think that would be the ultimate low of someone's life, but let me tell you, it wasn't. I've hit bigger lows than even the 10-year sentence while incarcerated. We will always get comfortable in our situation. And the crazy thing is, it was the same situation that brought me there. The second I had the lust for easy money again while incarcerated is when my biggest low of my life began.
Teaching to young men, I'm all for it. I am all for, I said this before, when I started my YouTube channel, I want to show people that you can mess your life up and you can be the hero in your own success story. That was my goal for my channel. I was coming off drug addiction, then and bodybuilding. Bodybuilding was that vehicle that helped me direct my life in a way that was more disciplined. I was partying, etc. And that was a goal for my channel. When I see that story, no matter what, in anyone's life, I'm game. I am game for anybody who has, made some bad decisions in their lives, took accountability for it, paid the price for it, and then they turn the life around and use their story as a vehicle to help other people with their mental health, with their struggles, etc. I'm all for it. And I'm also all for someone doing that and winning big. Like, you do that and you capitalize on that in a way, like if you tell your story and your story is something that brings so much value, people they're willing to pay you, I'm all for it. I'm more focused on the fact that this guy had an amazing comeback story of a lifetime, that all he had to do was just to continue just telling that story, not to exacerbate it, not to exaggerate it, not to, stretch the truth, not to live outside of what he was trying to actually teach. And he would have been an amazing role model in today's day and age, especially with how things are going. We need more honest men talking about their struggles and succeeding, making it through the thick and the thin, weathering the storm, etc. So when I look back at his stuff, I'm just like, man, come here. What does Daddy tell you? What does Daddy tell you to say? What does Daddy tell you every day in the morning before you go to school?
You're brave, you're kind, be strong, stick up for yourself, and stick up for other people.
Yeah, that's good. Mm-hmm. Good. Okay. Ready for school. Let me go. It's things like that as a man that we have to be a force in this world to teach kindness, respect, serving other people. When I look at the grand scheme of things when it comes to what we do, I'm a servant, right? I'm called to be a servant, right? I'm called to be a servant, and through that, if I can make a living off of it, great. But the goal is to be a servant to other people through my struggles in my past. I tell my little girl this every morning, and she repeats it. And when I go to, to her school, and we have our, parent-teacher days, whatever, and the teacher says, "Oh, your daughter's doing this," but it makes me feel so proud because I'm consciously feeding her empowerment. And Wes Watson was consciously feeding people empowerment at one point. And then somewhere along the lines, and it happens a lot of people when they get into this industry, when they get into YouTube, because YouTube can change your life like that. You can go from being a nobody in jail to a viral sensation where now YouTube's feeding you hundreds of thousands of dollars a month. And that will change some people. And I think that's what happened. It changed Wes Watson's message. And I'll tell you right now, man, evil forces, darkness, devil, whatever, will do everything to get rid of the strong men that are out there trying to actually change the world. They'll do everything to get you off your course. Everything. They look at it, they'll see a man that's doing all the things, changing his life around, and will do everything to get that man off his course. And somewhere along the lines, Wes Watson let himself get off course to the point where he's challenging people to go to the gym, or somebody with all the self-confidence that he preaches, all the alpha male, all that noise, to calling out trolls, wasting time addressing trolls, or wasting time sending a message that is unnecessary, to now challenging somebody to a fight at a gym. It blew up everywhere. It's documented. Police see it with police reports. And now the only way that Wes Watson will get off of this charge is if the victim drops the charges. And now Wes Watson, who's been a convicted felon already, who's went to jail for 7 to 10 years, whatever, is now back and possibly could be going back for a few months, or he's gonna get booked and go through due process. He's not gonna be in jail right away, whatever. But even if he does go for the shortest amount of time, it's a massive L, because all the things are gonna happen now when it comes to him being booked, all the things that come out, how much money he actually makes, his stature, right, his height, his weight, all the things that he said before are all going to come to light. Time is exposing anybody and everybody. And if you're not true to who you are, your true colors will come out. And it's unfortunate. No, I'm not sitting there and be like, yeah, man, he deserved it. We have to take accountability for our actions. We have to. We have to own up to the things that we've done. I have. I know all the things that I've done that led me to be right here, right now. I love my life right now and all that I'm doing, and I'm trying my best to continue to do those things. But for me to sacrifice the life I have right now for what? A little bit of fame on YouTube, popularity, for another Gucci bag, for a new car, for a fake life, for people who don't truly even care about who I am, never gonna happen. So let this be a lesson, man. Like I said before, if you're gonna start this whole YouTube thing, social media nonsense, whatever it is that you're gonna start, it doesn't have to be social media. Stay true to who you are. Be your true, authentic self. Work on your emotional intelligence, your self-awareness, your social awareness. Work on those things. Work on becoming a better man, and you will benefit all those around you. If you don't put yourself first and put those things first, you're gonna watch your life deteriorate in front of you, much like Wes Watson. Just thought I'd bring that up. Anyway, I hope, honestly, I do hope that all things, in the end, work out. I hope he sees the error of his ways and changes it. Maybe some people need that extra kick in the ass. I did. I hit rock bottom more than once. And it took me hitting rock bottom a few times for me to finally get it. And when I look back at it now, it's like I needed it. I needed those rock bottoms to get me to where I'm at right now. And maybe that's what Wes Watson needs, and that's maybe what some people do need. But I can say this with confidence. You don't want it. If you can avoid hitting rock bottom, avoid it at all costs. It will cost you commodity that you can never get back. Time and energy. Anyway, if you're looking for coaching, if you're at the beginning of your fitness journey, or you've already made some great strides and progress, but you just don't know how to move forward, guys, hit the link in the description below, johnishreefitness.com. Fill out that application. Get on a 50-minute video call with me. We'll go over your fitness goals and see what we can achieve together. Also, guys, hit my website, johnnyshreeve.com, for all things one-time plans, ebooks, training splits, video consults, the works. Hit it right now at johnnyshreeve.com and use my code Johnny for 10% off BlueStarNutraceuticals.com. Anyway, till next time, you know how it is. Iron sharpens iron. Progressive overload your life. In the meantime, keep dream chasing.